Ok, let's just start out by saying we don't mean a love story with young and restless Summer. She's already got Kyle. For now. But one during the summer. Memorial Day is here after all, which means the unofficial start of summer. And more importantly, perhaps, summer love. It's something we've been waiting for ever since Lucy came back as a teenager. Because what's a teen on a soap opera without a summer story? While Lucy's heading back to Portugal, the latest issue of Soap Opera Digest assures us that she'll be back in the near future, just in time for the summer perhaps. Of course, there's not much point in bringing her back if she doesn't have a story, and that's where another familiar face returning to town comes in. Victoria, of course, has been heating up with Nate, and we got a glimpse of a repentant JT when Alina spoke with him. But what about Reed? We haven't seen him since Victoria was recovering from her stabbing back in March of 2020. And that means we're just about due for him to make his way back to Genoa City. Maybe it's the perfect time for him to come back and really give his music career a kickstart by recording an album with Divin. And with Lily and Daniel together, it's only a matter of time before Lucy and Reed cross paths. Yeah, she just exchanged numbers with Johnny, but he's just so young. Reed's a bit older, but that just makes it all the more appealing. Plus, he's a musician and plays the guitar. Cue intense crush in 3, 2, 1. Though Reed remembers his teen years all too well, he'd know there were boundaries. He's an adult, Lucy is not. But that doesn't mean she's going to be dissuaded from crushing on him hard, following him around everywhere and focusing on nothing and no one but Reed. And that naturally is going to drive the one friend she'd already been making crazy. Connor was clearly put out when Johnny and Lucy exchanged numbers, but with Lucy focused on Reed, it won't take long for elder brother to start feeling left out in the cold too. And the more Lucy falls for Reed, the more folks try to keep her away from him. Perfect scheme team. Sally and Adam from The Young and Restless are made for each other. Johnny tries everything he can to catch Lucy's attention, and Daniel tells his daughter to stay away from Reed. Nothing against him, of course, but he's too old for Lucy and tumor or no tumor. With his JT's track record, Daniel doesn't want this daughter mixed up with that family. And while she doesn't disagree that they should stay away from each other, Daniel's reasoning Victoria ticks off. His mother isn't exactly an angel and no one thinks he's dangerous. And Phyllis doesn't even have the excuse of a brain tumor. Daniel and Victoria are fighting. Johnny's taking to increasingly dangerous stunts to get Lucy to notice him, and Reed's trying to reassure everyone that they're overreacting. It's just a little crush, she'll get over it. At least, that's what he thinks right up until Lucy tells him that it's not a crush. She's in love. She wants to be with him. They were meant to be together. And that's when Reed has to let her down. The summer's just about over, and now that he's done his album, he's leaving town again. And while Lucy's sweet enough, they just won't work. Maybe someday, but right now, she's just too young for him. Crushed, Lucy gets ready to head back to Portugal, but not before Johnny's there to offer her a shoulder to cry on. Ah, why must we be teenagers in love?